Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. And tonight we take a question from James Bothamley, who asked us about fairies, specifically whether fairies should be regarded as spirits of the ancestors or spirits of the forest. Well, fairies have been part of European folklore for centuries, probably for millennia. But what they are has changed somewhat in the popular imagination. If you read older accounts about dealings with fairies, what you're really looking at is dealings with ancestral spirits. The fairies lived in the ancient burial mounds, they were connected with the ancient gods, with the afterlife, and when portrayed, they were portrayed as ordinary people. When you read, for example, in the Middle Ages, about people who have dealings with fairies, the fairies are not perceived as being different from anyone else except in being spiritual beings. In particularly the last couple of hundred years, the perception of what a fairy is has changed dramatically. And fairies as ancestral spirits really are no longer thought of, but the term has shifted instead to nature spirits, what in some religions are called devas. We still have the idea of ancestral spirits, but we no longer apply the term fairy to them. And today when people think of fairies, they think of the spirits of trees, the spirits of flowers, the spirits of various plants, or sometimes the spirits of particular woodland areas, very much in the same way that the ancient Greeks thought about nymphs and dryads. This is very much a modern interpretation of the word, but it is the current interpretation of the word. And when people talk about working with fairies today, they usually mean working with nature spirits. But if you go back several hundred years, that was not the meaning, and at that time it referred to ancestral spirits. So I hope that answers your question, and until next time, may you blessed be.